Mike, tell me the truth. Do you still love me? Mike Tyson, the most feared fighter on earth, sits across from his wife on national television. His hands are shaking, his voice cracks, and in front of 20 million viewers, he says, "I love her very much. She's the best thing that ever happened to me." She's holding his hand, smiling softly, looking like the perfect supportive wife. But here's what those 20 million people don't know. She's destroying him, systematically, intentionally, and he can't even see it. This is the story of how the strongest man in the world became powerless, how love became a weapon, how Robin Givens broke Mike Tyson without throwing a single punch. But it didn't start on that TV interview. It started 2 years earlier, at a random party in Los Angeles, when Mike Tyson, at the absolute peak of his power, saw a woman who would change everything. Los Angeles, 1987. Mike Tyson is 20 years old and unstoppable. Youngest heavyweight champion in history. Every fight ends in brutal knockouts. He's making millions, he's famous, he's invincible. But he's also lonely. Cus D'Amato, his mentor and father figure, died 2 years ago. The void left behind is massive. Mike has money and fame, but no guidance, no structure, no one he trusts. Enter Robin Givens. She's 23, beautiful, an actress on a popular TV show called Head of the Class. Educated, sophisticated, everything Mike isn't. She comes from a middle-class family, went to college, speaks properly, knows how to navigate high society. When they meet at a Hollywood party, the chemistry is immediate, but it's not equal. Mike is mesmerized. Robin is calculating. Within weeks, they're dating. Within months, Mike is talking about marriage. His friends warn him. His trainer warns him. Everyone around Mike sees what he can't see. Robin doesn't love him. She loves his money, his fame, his status. But Mike doesn't listen. For the first time since Cus died, someone makes him feel wanted. Not feared, wanted. That feeling is intoxicating, more addictive than any drug. February 7th, 1988, Mike Tyson marries Robin Givens. The wedding is small, rushed. Mike's team isn't invited, only Robin's family. Her mother, Ruth Roper, is there, smiling, already planning. Mike thinks he found love. He found a predator. The marriage starts normal, or at least it looks normal. But behind closed doors, something is changing. Mike is starting to lose himself, and Robin, along with her mother, are orchestrating it perfectly. But how do you break the strongest man in the world? You don't attack his body, you attack his mind. Within 3 months of marriage, Mike Tyson is unrecognizable, not physically, mentally. Robin and her mother, Ruth, move into Mike's mansion. They don't just live there, they take over. They start controlling who Mike sees, who he talks to, what he does. His longtime trainer, Kevin Rooney, fired. His manager, Bill Caton, sidelined. His friends from Brooklyn, cut off. Anyone who knew Mike before Robin is systematically removed from his life. This is called isolation. It's the first step of psychological control. Remove support systems. Make the victim dependent only on you. Mike starts changing. He's drinking more, sleeping less. His training suffers. He's showing up to the gym unfocused, distracted. For a fighter whose entire identity is discipline, this is catastrophic. But the worst part? The financial control. Robin and Ruth start spending Mike's money, insane amounts. Designer clothes, jewelry, cars, a mansion for Ruth. They're burning through hundreds of thousands of dollars monthly. Mike's accountants are panicking, but when they try to talk to Mike, Robin intercepts. She tells Mike his team is trying to control him, trying to keep him down. She positions herself as the only one who truly cares about him. Classic manipulation. Create a problem, then present yourself as the solution. Mike believes her because he's in love, or what he thinks is love. What he doesn't realize is that he's being systematically dismantled.
June 27, 1988. Mike Tyson fights Michael Spinks, destroys him in 91 seconds, makes $22 million. The world sees the baddest man on the planet at his peak.
But backstage, Robin is already calculating how to spend that money. Mike sees a championship. Robin sees a paycheck. The marriage is deteriorating fast. They fight constantly, violent arguments. Mike later admits he was suicidal during this period. He's the heavyweight champion of the world, and he wants to die. Think about that. The man who makes grown men terrified is terrified himself, trapped in his own home, trapped in his own marriage. Then comes the crash, literally. August 1988, Mike drives his BMW into a tree. Not an accident, intentional. He's trying to end it. The car is totaled. Mike walks away with minor injuries, but the media spins it as reckless driving. Nobody asks why the most valuable athlete in the world would drive into a tree. Nobody connects the dots, because Mike won't talk, can't talk. He's too ashamed, too broken. Robin sees this as an opportunity. She suggests they do a TV interview to clear the air, to show they're a happy couple despite the rumors. Mike agrees because he still loves her, still trusts her, still believes she has his best interest at heart. He has no idea what's about to happen. September 30th, 1988, ABC's 2020 with Barbara Walters. 20 million people watching. Mike and Robin sit on a couch. Mike looks uncomfortable, tired, defeated. Robin looks composed, in control. She's holding his hand. Barbara Walters asks about the marriage, about the rumors of violence, about Mike's behavior. And then Robin speaks. And every word is a calculated knife. She describes Mike as manic-depressive, says he has a volatile temper, talks about being scared in her own home, paints herself as a victim, as a woman trapped with a dangerous, unstable man. Mike sits there, silent, his hand still in hers, his face blank. He's being destroyed on national television, and he can't even defend himself. Then Walters asks the question, "Mike, do you still love her?" Watch that interview. Watch Mike's face. This is not the face of the baddest man on the planet. This is a broken boy, lost, confused, desperate. He says, "I love her very much. She's the best thing that ever happened to me." Robin squeezes his hand, smiles. She just assassinated his character on national TV, and he just said she's the best thing that ever happened to him. 20 million people watch. Most of them believe Robin, see Mike as the abuser, the dangerous fighter who beats his wife. Mike's reputation, carefully built over years, is shattered in 45 minutes. 8 days later, Robin files for divorce, takes millions, walks away clean. Mike is left with nothing. Not nothing financially, he's still rich, but emotionally, destroyed. His reputation, ruined. His trust in people, gone. The divorce finalizes in 1989. Robin gets a massive settlement, leaves with millions of Mike's money. She moves on immediately, continues her acting career, eventually remarries. For Mike, the damage is permanent. He never fully recovers from Robin. Years later, he'll say she was worse than any opponent he ever faced in the ring. Because you can defend against punches. You can't defend against someone you love, who's manipulating you. His career spirals. Without Kevin Rooney, his technique deteriorates. Without proper management, his finances collapse. By 1990, he loses to Buster Douglas. The invincibility is gone. By 1992, he's in prison. By 1997, he's biting Holyfield's ear. The fall from grace is complete.
And it all started with Robin. People often ask, how did Mike Tyson lose everything? They point to bad management, bad decisions, lack of discipline. But the real answer is simpler and more devastating. He loved the wrong person. He trusted someone who saw him as a transaction, as a payday, not as a human being. Robin Givens didn't destroy Mike Tyson with violence. She destroyed him with isolation, with control, with manipulation, with public humiliation disguised as concern. She took the strongest man in the world and made him feel powerless. She took a champion and made him want to die. And she did it all while holding his hand and smiling for the cameras. Years later, Mike would rebuild, find redemption, become a better person. But that 18-month marriage left scars deeper than any punch ever could. The lesson isn't just about Mike Tyson, it's about power. Real power isn't physical, it's psychological. You can be the baddest man on the planet and still be vulnerable, still be human, still be broken by someone you love. Robin Givens proved that. She didn't need to throw a punch, she just needed to know exactly where to hit him, his heart, his trust, his desperate need to be loved. And she exploited all of it, perfectly, ruthlessly, completely. That's the real knockout. Not 91 seconds in a ring, but 18 months in a marriage that destroyed a legend. Mike Tyson survived Larry Holmes. He survived Michael Spinks. He survived prison. But he never truly recovered from Robin Givens. Because some fights you can't win. Some opponents don't wear gloves. And some damage lasts forever.